How do you drown a blonde?
Put a scratch and sniff sticker in the bottom of the pool.
Happy chaos, that's our song. Loud and wild, but where we belong. Life's a sermon, love's the verse. Blessings big and a little reverse. Happy chaos, yeah, bring it on.
Welcome to Happy Chaos, where
The chaos is happy.
most
And
of the
so
time.
are we.
Most of the time. The sun decided to creep back out, and so now this looks a little bright on the screen, but it's okay.
I know, and it kind of makes me look a little washed out, and I'm not. I'm tan, y'all. I promise.
She's 10. Well, there's a little color correction that'll probably happen, but
good.
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah,
the
good.
sun is like literally, it's like a line. It's making its way to me.
It's almost like borderline, because you're heaven sent.
Oh, isn't that the sweetest thing you've ever heard in your whole life?
No, I mean,
Kelly's-
I've said sweeter to you, but you are heaven sent.
Maybe.
Maybe, baby.
I've said sweeter to you. That's
baby,
for sure.
Baby, I think that's one of the things that
It's on here. So, what are we doing today, Kelly?
So today,
Kelly is so excited about today, and I don't even really know. I told her, I was like, I'm just gonna let you lead it. I got an hour, so let's do this.
so those who go out to lunch with him and he says to you, I have an hour, and that is it. No, he does that to me too. So, but on Happy
And nobody sticks to the hour.
No. Happy Chaos episode
65. You know, in 2 weeks, we're gonna have episode 67.
We don't like 6-7.
I don't care.
I'm going to need you just to talk for a second because Kaylee's calling me and I want to make sure it's not an emergency.
Okay.
She said, bro, answer. She just called me bro.
Whoa. Say, respect your elders. She's texting her back, but it's angry texting. Her fingers are going so
A million miles
fast
a minute.
right now and hard. I don't know how her phone's going to take that. She was angry texting.
So now you are on the podcast,
Oh.
Kaylee.
Well, there you have it.
Instead of reading
You should've-
comments, we're going to answer a phone call from my daughter.
I was going to say, you should have just answered it and then, held it up. And,
Very much.
oh, here we go. Y'all want to hear Kaylee live?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, first of all, don't call me bro. Second of all, you're on air. So go ahead. Go ahead with your question.
Okay, well, it's a classroom question. I'm thinking putting my birthday poster on that gray door that's all the way into my classroom, and then putting my educational posters on the wall that's next by the parts of speech, but separated.
Yes, I think that's a great idea.
So I was going to ask what you think of that before I start taping things.
I think we need a
that you asked
picture.
my opinion.
I think we need a picture for everybody to see.
Yeah, you'll have to send me a picture when
I
it's
need a-
done.
I
and
need a visual.
I'll show everyone.
Okay.
I think it's a great idea.
Thanks for being on the show today, Kaylee.
I'm the favorite child. Bye.
Oh, bye.
Oh my word.
She doesn't understand. I tell her too many times, we don't do favorites.
No. What that means is she wants to be the favorite.
Yes, she does. But
Right. She's
sorry, KK, we don't do that. We don't play those games. Homie, don't play that. That's on here too. I'm so excited.
all right, Kelly. What are we doing today?
It's so funny how it's just naturally coming out of me. So today, you all, on Happy Chaos, we are talking about us 80s babies raised in the 90s. And we are going to do some fun things with that.
80s babies raised in the 90s.
Yeah, only
will
80s
understand.
babies.
That's
Yep,
what she has.
that's right.
80s babies raised in the 90s will understand. It's like it's a Jeep thing. You wouldn't understand.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When's the last time you thought about MASH?
The TV show?
No, the game. MASH.
I never played MASH.
I think mainly girls did. So
Well, then that's a good thing I didn't know, because then you'd really be making fun of me.
I don't make fun of you. That's messed up. All right. Let's read some comments, and then we'll get into this.
She just rolls right past it like she said something that was true.
No, I don't make fun of you. I think you're amazing and heaven sent. Did I already wear that one out?
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah. She's never made fun of me, not once in her
I
whole
don't
life.
make fun of you. You make fun of me. You and all the kids. It's a boy thing. And the thing is, I'm deaf in this ear, and so I can't really hear much.
Oh, you didn't hear?
So what if they don't hear me? No.
You didn't. Well, I can bump you up a little. Could you hear that?
A little bit.
She could hear it a little bit.
Very little. All right. Let's get to the comments.
I'm waiting on you.
I'm waiting on you.
These comments are coming from Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Spacebook.
Spacebook? Okay. These are coming from MySpace.
I missed
So we're
MySpace.
getting
You
all
would have
these.
been my top one.
I didn't have MySpace. I literally don't even know what happened on MySpace. I did hear like a year ago or 2 years ago they were trying to like bring it back, and then I even heard that Justin Bieber was trying to buy it and bring it back.
I wish they would. I love MySpace. You had your top, I think it's top 8. So kind of like when you're on Facebook.
Man, talk about a click.
I know.
You're going to pick top 8
You know when you
people?
go on Facebook and it shows you their friends, but it's usually 4 bubbles,
Yeah.
and it's like I think it's usually their latest friends that they've added, or friends that you know, your mutual friends.
Yeah.
Well, we had 8 boxes, and it was your top 8 friends, and you got to move those suckers up into the boxes.
Oh, I know
So when you got
right
a boyfriend,
now. I have a prediction.
they would go on to the 8, and then they would creep their way up.
And if you got in a fight, if girls got in a fight, did
Oh,
you
you
take
bumped
somebody
off
off?
the 8, yeah.
And then were they mad? Were they like,
Oh, yes.
she took me off of her top 8.
Oh, 100%.
I have to go like that when
That's
I'm
part of this too.
just what I'm thinking of. Okay, I don't know what all this is, but we'll talk about it. You're giving me all the stuff now.
I know. I'm not trying to. Don't look at it.
Well, you keep talking about it.
All right.
Turn
Mary
the screen
Lou.
off, you little silly.
No. Okay. Mary Lou Jenkins says, "I love Happy Chaos."
Thank you, Mary
Oh,
Lou.
I think this is her first time commenting.
Can I call you Mary Lou who?
I'm sure she wouldn't mind that.
I'm probably not the first time.
She's
you've
pretty
heard it.
cool.
Mary Lou? Do you remember Mary Lou who on the Grinch
Of course
movie?
she does. Do you know who Mary Lou Jenkins is by the name?
Yeah, that's Troy's mother-in-law.
Look at you. I'm proud of him.
Man, y'all think I don't know stuff. Y'all,
You meet a lot of people. I'm just saying.
I do meet a lot of people, and so if I do forget, just know it's not purposeful. And sometimes I can't even remember my own child's name when they're in front of me. I will try to get it. I got to go through a list.
I just do that. Like I went to coffee with a widow last week, and me and her were talking to each other, and I said, "Oh, it's widow brain," but she said something else, and I'm like, "You can have the word 'the,' and you're sitting saying a sentence, and I'm like, what's the word? I said it to you this morning about something. Oh, about
It wasn't
I
the.
said, is it a timeline or something?
She was talking about, was it an outline or
I didn't say outline though. I could not think of that word to save my life.
itinerary is the word. She was like, I'm trying
Not
to do the. She was like, I'm trying to do
itinerary.
the not itinerary, but which I do that all the time. I mean, I'm like, starts with what did I say the other day? And I was like, starts with a P, but then it didn't start with a P. It just had a P in it. And anyways,
Psoriasis.
pterodactyl,
Pneumonia.
pneumatic.
All right, this is not about the show. This is not what we're doing here. All right, next comment. Leah Taylor. Whatever, man. The Dawn dish soap was funny. Just laugh.
I still don't understand it. Are you on my side? Just do the Dawn dish soap or no?
She's saying you made a fuss about it costing money to wash the car, but then you went and said, but car supplies are a good Father's Day gift.
Yes, I get it. It's
That's
a
it.
gift.
That's it.
All right, maybe that. Maybe I'm thinking too deep into this, Leah.
This is on 3. We're going on 3 episodes of talking about
I know.
this.
I don't even remember the total thing, to be honest with you. I just remember that if I don't have car wash, I can use Dawn dish soap and it will work. It's just getting the dirt off the car.
Please don't wash the 4Runner with Dawn dish soap. If you want to wash the van.
It's just getting the dirt off of the car.
I challenge this week. I am going to video him. I'm going to tape him washing the
I
car.
have
and
car
Dawn
wash in
dish
there,
soap.
and car wash is not expensive, so I will buy car wash and use it. I'm
But
just
I
saying,
want you to use Dawn dish soap.
okay, I'll use Dawn spray and wash. I will spray that car with Dawn spray and
That's
wash.
a little expensive. Let's
And
not go that
is
far.
expensive.
Yeah.
It's like $4 for a car wash.
Leah also said, we do love you both equally. It may seem we're always on Team Kelly here, but we all, most watching, I would assume, do come to listen to you speak each Sunday. You are both a wonderful balance.
Oh, listen, I'm there. If we were talking about Salt and Light,
That makes me want to sing the song.
but if we're talking about Happy Chaos, the Happy Chaos crowd, Kelly takes the cake.
Don't challenge them. You know, I have PTSD. And so when you say that, I'm scared everyone's going to come back and just be like, no, we love you more. And I don't want that.
She doesn't want that. She wants to be loved more.
I don't want, well, because I don't want people to not like me.
See, this is the difference in our brains. Your brain says, if somebody says, I like this other person more, you interpret that to mean, I don't like you. That's no one said they didn't like me. They just like you more.
Anyways.
I am okay being less than, as long as if you have to choose, and you're like, if I like Kelly, I can't like Justin. First of all, that's funky anyways, because we're married. So you got to kind of take a
So we're
package
one.
deal.
Well, we're one. So
Although
that's different.
I guess now that I've said that, I guess there are some couples that I'm like,
Yes, there is. All right,
they're
let's
pretty
stop.
okay.
You're a pastor. And I'm
They're
a
pretty
pastor's
okay,
wife.
but they're not.
If only they didn't have them. That's mean. That's messed up. You should not be thinking those thoughts.
I've never thought that. I've always thought that person needs to knock it off.
Need to smack some sense into them.
That's a true statement. There are some times that I've thought, you know what would have worked well? A spanking when you were 6.
Or shake them. You can't shake a baby, but you can shake a wife or a husband. I don't know. People are going to build a case against me. Last opening, I said, you wait till we come here.
Guess what I'm going to use as the opening? Guess what I'm going to cut and put as the opening?
I am the farthest thing from abusive. I've never been in a fist fight my whole life.
Y'all,
But I can fight. So mess with me or mess with mine, and I will whoop you.
I have been throat punched.
Not by
I
me.
I have been snapped with a towel.
I'm a good snapper.
You're not as good as me, but you definitely start it more than me.
I am better than you.
She's not. And she'll squeal and run and okay, stop, wait, stop, no, stop. I haven't even snapped her yet. I'm just twirling the towel in her presence. And she's going, no, stop, no.
Oh gosh, I can't.
You're only better than me because you play on my emotions to not want to hurt you. And you're like, okay, don't hurt me. I'm like, I'm not trying to hurt you. You snap me.
Oh shoot.
That comment,
Yeah.
he's babysitting you. That's Tara Miller. She said that comment.
Y'all
he's
are
babysitting you.
hilarious. I don't remember the babysitting part.
Oh,
Refresh
yeah.
my
I mean,
memory.
You said something about like watching me, or it was like it wasn't a real scenario. It was like like you have to watch it, and I was like, you're not watching. I'm watching you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I can't remember exactly where it
I
came
do
from,
remember that. You can read David's.
David Eaton said, and I'm reading David because we need more male presence.
There
here.
are more.
I know. I'm saying. So I'm encouraging the
Yeah.
male presence. The more, the better. I would absolutely keep my own problems. This is to the end of the episode. We asked the question: if you had all the problems in the world, put them in a hat, would you have everybody in the world write their problems down, put them in a hat? Would you keep your own or trade them? David Eaton says, I would absolutely keep my own problems. I have had my fair share of trials, waiting seasons, difficulties, etc. But God used them all to shape me into the person that I am, made in his image and called to his purpose. Had I not experienced some of those trials, I likely wouldn't have come back to church when I did, and I wouldn't have had the faith to move to Kentucky at 19. God used those circumstances to work on my character and my trust in him. I always say that God likes to work in ways that leave zero doubt in who gets the glory. Happy July. Thank you. I can't agree more.
I know. I think that's the top comment this week. I love that. I love the stuff he said.
Okay, Jody Ballard, that's you.
She said, I just love your giggle, Kelly. Thank you, Jody.
Kelly's.
I love Jody.
I've said for a while, I need to like get the record button ready and record Kelly's giggle. I could go through and cut him out.
It's funny because Oakley was giggling the other day. They sent us a video of her giggling.
Yep.
And I was like, I just want to pull that giggle off of the video and use it as a text. So when we have our group thread, it's a giggle.
You always know when Kelly's trying to start something or glad that something is being started, because then she'll giggle. Look at her eyebrows. See? If she's about to start something, or if she's seen someone else start something.
It's so good.
Then
You're just getting me excited thinking about
See?
it right now.
Y'all, I have her pegged. There is nothing new under the sun. I've got it down.
Jody also says, I love you too, matching green shirts tonight. Oh.
But not today. We didn't
Not
match
today. But I'm wearing my Raised on 90s Country. I know you can't really see it, but Raised on 90s Country, because that has to do with today.
She wasn't raised on 90s country. She was raised on rap.
I know. I didn't.
She was raised on rap, and then she changed to country.
I used to hate country music. And then
Told you.
I heard a song by Rascal Flatts that changed my life. And I am a diehard country girl.
Do you know that you and my late wife are literally equal opposites in that?
That's funny.
My late wife, Sarah, she loved country music growing up. And then about, 18 or 19,
That's when my love for country music came
she
along.
switched over and she started loving rock music. Not just rock music, y'all, like hard rock, metal music. My kids used to call it mom's crazy music.
I went from liking that kind of music to country.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if rap is metal, but okay.
Just because I liked rap for like a year of my life. And even sometimes still, I can like...
Yeah, until you start to realize the lyrics.
Exactly.
There's been multiple times that we've been in the car and she'll start like saying a rap and then she's you can hear like slow down like oh it's just, whoops. It's funny how when you're a kid,
even a teenager,
we would hear those songs. I know I would hear those songs on the bus or on the radio, and I did not think anything.
Yeah.
It did not cross my mind that is what. I mean, some of them were overt, but I'm talking about like some of them in the middle of what seemed like a relatively okay song.
I know.
And then later you start to like sing it out, and you're like, I can't sing that. That's not okay.
It's true.
It's so funky.
It is funky.
Yeah. Anyways, it's not just rap, by the way.
I know.
Every genre of music has that.
Jody Ballard said, if I could trade problems with someone else, I would definitely keep my own problems for sure. No one would want mine currently, that's for sure. Oh, well, we're praying for you, Jody.
Yeah, I didn't know you were going through something, Jody. But
I know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
She said, another great podcast. Love you both. Debbie Hritz.
We've seen Hritz before, and we've asked you for a pronunciation correction. Is it Hritz?
Because we still don't see one here.
Or is it just a silent H or a silent R?
So, Debbie, please answer us. I feel like we're butchering your name.
Debbie Hritz.
Debbie Ritz, please come to customer service.
Ritz.
Debbie Hritz.
I'm sorry, Debbie. We kind of forgot for a moment that we were on air, and we just started doing things that we do when we're not.
At least we... Never mind.
Okay. Debbie Hritz said, I am a firm believer that people won't fully understand the grief walk. Oh, we're sitting here laughing, and she's talking about grief. We
were making happy times.
That's right.
Before we
That's
got
right.
to the...
Hey, we have our conversations about grief around here.
Yes,
serious.
we do.
Okay, she said, firm believer that people won't fully understand the grief walk unless they're walking the road themselves. It's a true statement. I am getting ready to go into my 3rd year of having my husband in heaven, and I am continuing to grieve his loss. You can't erase the love you have for your spouse, even if you choose to get remarried.
Absolutely.
Debbie, you are saying something that it's a reality that we just cannot understand. You're right. You just can't understand it until you walk it. And even then, everybody's journey is their own, and you just have to accept that. You know, I know people who were in bad relationships, and And then when their spouse passed, there was a relief feeling, and yet at the same time, there was a regret feeling of all the things they could have done, but they didn't do, all the things they could have got. And so, I can say that with my late wife, my grief journey has never been one of regret. I mean, there's certainly small things that I'm like, I wish I had done this or I wish I had done that, but not like a huge lifelong regret. I don't have that. But I definitely have a grief journey of my own with the wife that I had and the life that I had after losing her. And so you just have to, I just can say it enough, we just don't compare sufferings.
Yes.
Everybody's suffering is their own, everybody's grief journey, whether widowhood, loss of a child. I saw somebody say the other day that July is bereaved parent month. I think that was what they called it. If I'm getting that name wrong, forgive me, but I think they called it bereaved parent month. And it's for those who've, lost a child. And that is its own set of pain that I cannot imagine. I've never walked that. And even what I think I could imagine of how I would feel or how I would react is probably not compared, knowing what I know about the widowhood journey.
Yeah.
There was a deep... Man, there was a deep seed of grief that was like pitted inside of me, like an overwhelming inner grief that I just can't put words to it, but I know the feeling well. And I'm sure that it's probably a similar way that, you can think through the logistics of what you might do or what you might think or how you might feel, but you don't know that until you have felt it. But when you felt it, you probably never forget it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
Patricia Elizabeth said, move on. No, we move forward with it if we are brave and try. Good for you both. And we totally agree. We've said that since the beginning. You don't move on.
Yep.
There is no move on.
That's right.
There is move forward, but there is no move on.
That's right.
So,
All right, here's another name. Susan Mather? Mathray?
I think it's Mather. Anytime you see an R-E like that.
That's what I thought, but
I used to work
Susan
on.
Mather?
I used to work on.
Your party is waiting up at customer service.
I used to work on Buckner Center Drive, and Center was spelled C-E-N-T-R-E.
Yeah.
Center.
That's
Drive.
what makes me think that for that.
Yeah.
She said, yes, the milestones are hard. All my friends have gotten 35, 40 years. We only had 31. My parents, Lord willing, will celebrate 76 years in September.
Oh.
My dad is 99 and my mom will be 97.
That's so sweet.
That is so sweet.
Yeah,
that does not
and-
happen often.
And it's precious to be able to have something like that, and we get to experience what that precious feels like.
Yes.
But there's something too. I think I said this. I've probably said it on air once or twice if I think about it. But there's something that Kelly and I have in this that's special too, which is we got a restart.
Yeah.
And we get to kind of relive the early parts of marriage, but now we get to relive those early parts of marriage with the knowledge of what we had from before.
Yeah.
And so we get to, I don't say get to as in listen, nobody chooses widowhood. We would not choose widowhood, but I don't get a...
But it's a gift in widowhood.
There's a blessing that comes out of that we get to restart marriage.
Yes.
We get the honeymoon period again. And we get to relearn somebody. There's something exciting about that. There's something exciting about, learning each other again. And there's also something exciting about being able to say, I'm 99 and I've been with my wife for 70.
I know, 74.
74 years. I mean, that's a sweet blessing.
I know.
There's just like there's grief of it, like grief has its own journey. So does the blessing. There's blessings. Each thing has its own.
Agree.
Has its own blessing. So.
Catherine Luttrell asked, how long did you know each other before getting married? So we knew each other 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. So we talked for a while. Kelly then moved up here, and we were friends.
We started dating 2 years after we met each other.
Yeah, almost.
And then we dated for a year and a half and got married.
Yeah.
2024.
Yep. So the engagement of everything, the engagement was the shortest we talked for a good while. Then then we became friends, and so we were hanging out and around each other. But that was me. I was the one holding off the dating. I just didn't want to date. And for me, I didn't want to date because to date meant I'm looking forward to marriage. I actually just posted a little video yesterday, and I said in the video that when I had lost my wife, that I was having panic attacks, and I did. I had several. I say several. I probably had. Well, I had at least 3 that were like I kind of felt like I was gonna die. Like
Yeah.
I was so panicked, and so I couldn't breathe. I didn't feel like I could move. The world was. Everything felt overwhelming. Again, I can't describe it well now that I'm trying to say it out loud. But anyways, had this severe panic attack. I'm like laying on the bed just trying to breathe, like literally just telling myself just breathe. And so I couldn't think of the next. I hated to think of like tomorrow or the next day, or if you tried to get me to make plans, I was a bear to deal with in that. Like I did not want to make plans for tomorrow, and to date meant I'm thinking about marriage. And so though I wanted to get married again and I didn't want to stay alone for the rest of my life, I didn't want to think about life without my wife, my late wife Sarah. I didn't want to think about that. So it took me a little while, and for me that was over 2 years. So it took 2 years before I finally was ready to date. And then I finally asked Kelly if she would be my girlfriend. And then we dated for a year and a half. From that point forward, we dated for a year and a half. So, that was a struggle for me. So there you go. I hope I answered your question, Catherine.
Let's see. Shelly Baggs, Jenny Barnett. I mean, these are names I don't think I've ever seen before.
No, I feel like we need to read some of their comments, but they're kind of long.
Yeah.
At least maybe a part of it.
This is Shelly Baggs. This melts my heart. I lost my husband of 34 years, 36 together, on May 21st, 2025, and I'm starting to understand that grief will always walk with me. I'm also understanding that grief and happiness can exist together. I don't want to experience life alone, and I've prayed and have faith that God will bring me whatever he feels will be good for me. You guys are such a ray of sunshine. Thank you.
Oh,
That's
thank
a
you,
really
Shelley.
sweet comment.
And we say that one too, don't we?
Yeah.
That, your grief and happiness can coexist at the same time.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be either or. And I think that when you can come to that realization, because at first it is what do you call that? This is that moment. What do you call that when you have that feeling of like, is it cognitive dissonance? Is that what I'm thinking? Like, what is it when you like feel like kind of two opposite, what feels like should be two opposite things, like they shouldn't?
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what word I'm trying to think of, but there's a part where that it's disheartening to feel that, to think, you go to, here's a real example, you go to a birthday celebration, and for a moment, you've been walking in this grief and it's been heavy and you've been down, and then you have this moment and everybody's happy and you feel happiness again. And then in that happiness, like in that moment of feeling happy, you also simultaneously feel, I wish this person was here with me. I wish my person was here with me. And so now you feel grief, and yet you still feel that happiness simultaneously. And you're walking with that. Mm-hmm. And that's a very difficult thing. At first, it's a very difficult thing for your brain to kind of process, because you feel like it should be either or. You feel like it should either be I'm happy or I'm sad. Mm-hmm. But you do learn that you just kind of put those two things hand in hand, and you just walk with both of those.
Yeah.
And, you get used to it. It doesn't get easier, but you do get used to it.
Yeah.
So.
I'll let you try with that name.
Marlene Darash.
Okay, I think that's what I would say too.
Darash. Marlene Darash.
You'll have to let us know if we're butchering that.
I definitely butchered it at the end when I messed it up like that. But anyways, Justin, your wife is the sweetest person. Her heart is beautiful, and from what I've seen, good taste.
Oh, thank you.
High five.
Do you think I'm the sweetest person?
In the whole wide world.
All right. That's it for comments. There's more, but We're 30 minutes in.
We got
And I've I've used up half
Right.
of my time with him.
well.
I'm penciled in. He did take me on a really special date yesterday.
I know.
Wined and dined me. I said wined.
Oh.
We didn't really
You
drink
weren't
wine.
supposed to tell.
We didn't really drink wine.
was
We don't drink, just so everybody knows. Like, I know there are
Oh,
plenty-
listen. What we drank, it was strong stuff. Kelly calls it spicy.
No, it's spice.
Spice. It's soda. If I
And I
get
only call it that because our granddaughter calls it that.
if I get a Coke or a Pepsi, which I don't always get because it doesn't like my belly doesn't like it so much, but I like the taste of it. And if I get a Coke or a Pepsi, Kelly will take a sip of it. She usually gets a tea with a lemon.
Unsweet tea with lemon.
Now they know your order. Anyways. so,
It's delicious, though.
So then Kelly
Especially
will-
when someone has strong tea.
so then Kelly she'll say, I need a little spice, and she'll take a sip of my Coke.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's as bubbly as it gets around here.
Yeah, and we people watched, and we watched the bar.
Whoa.
And this is why I'm glad we don't drink, because we witnessed some weird stuff yesterday. I won't get into it,
It was weird.
but it was weird. And
I mean, we looked at each other. I was
Y'all.
like, at one point, she looked at me and she goes, "What do you think is really going on?" And I was like, I don't know that I actually know, but I don't know that I want to know.
no.
Anyways, it was weird.
There's a lot of sin happening.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Here we go. We're going to do some rapid fire.
Oh, boy. All right.
All right?
80s babies will only babies raised. Why can't I say this? Only 80s babies raised in the 90s will understand.
Yes. All right, so here are some slogans. And also, okay, so the first one is cool. Do you remember spelling cool with a K?
For Kool-Aid.
No, just in general, like, oh, you're so cool, or stay cool in the yearbook.
I remember other people doing it. I
Okay.
never did it, but
Okay.
I wasn't cool with a K.
Neither was I. I was a band nerd.
Yeah,
So,
playing all the trumpet parts for a rap song.
I was a flute player, thank you, an innocent little flute player. I was. You can ask anybody I went to school with.
Okay,
I
I'll
was-
just pick up the phone and be like, "Hey, you went to school with Kelly."
You can.
Who's watching right now that used to go to school with Kelly?
Probably nobody. Ain't nobody watching me. All right.
Her heart just sunk right then. She was like,
No, there was a rough time in my life from 15 to 17ish,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. Even those friendships that I had with people who were like my best friend, I don't know. It was just really rough. Don't want to relive it. Don't want to go back there. And I don't know that I'm friend. I think I'm friends with one or two. But anyways, all right. Psych.
"Psych."
Psych.
Actually, I do remember that one. Where did that one
Yes.
go?
Bring it back. Bring it back, babe.
Because we'll still say you psyched somebody out.
Yeah. I've said it to the kids before.
Have you really? Like
Yeah.
you've said,
I
like,
said, psych.
like, yeah, I'll give you $20 for whatever. Psych.
Psych. I love it. All right. Talk to the hand.
That was popular during. When you say "talk to the hand," you know what comes to my mind?
What?
The Macarena.
Okay. I
Like
can
that
see
was
that.
that was a similar time period.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know where it came from,
Talk
but
to the hand because the hand won't talk back.
What? I don't remember. Is that how it was? Is that how it went?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to the hand because there was something after that, but was it because the hand won't talk back?
Yeah.
Here's what I remember about Talk to the Hand. It felt like something that would have been on. I want to say, what were those talk shows? There were two talk shows.
Maury.
Oh, I wouldn't think about Maury. But it could have been Maury. I was thinking
Ricky Lake.
Ricky Lake. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, Ricky Lake, or there was another woman one, Jenny Jones.
Yep.
Jenny Jones or Ricky Lake.
Yeah.
That feels like I'm pretty sure one of those also came up with The Bomb.
Thebomb.com.
You're the bomb.
I think that might be in here. But,
Oh, I'm ruining stuff.
oh, look at this. Why do we have two different psychs? I always remember the SIKE, not the psych with a PSYCH.
Yeah, I don't know.
Weird. Ain't nobody using that.
Yeah.
As if.
I think people
Clueless
still.
days.
I think people still say as if. You don't think people would understand? And well, maybe I don't really hear anybody say that.
I don't ever hear anyone say that.
As if.
I think we should use all of these at church on Wednesday.
All right, this will be the game. Here's the game we want y'all to play next time you go to church. Try to use all of these like 90s.
Get them in.
You know why? Because we decided to play a 1991 praise song on Sunday. So
You are really testing my ability to not talk about things.
we should use these next time we play like a 90s praise song at church. We could use these.
Yes. And on 4th of July, I told him, I said, I'm going to go around to everybody and I'm going to say Thunderworks instead of fireworks and see if anybody corrects me, if anybody has like the heart to correct me.
Nobody corrected her though. She said
No.
it probably 4 times or 5 times.
I know.
And everybody would just be like Thunderworks. They kind of with like a head nod, like we acknowledge that you messed that
There
up.
was someone I said it to that they almost gave me like, oh, poor thing, but they just went with it, you know? Oh, I can't think of who it was. Who are we sitting by?
I don't remember. I do remember you saying it a few times now. And I would look at you like, I see what you're trying to do. But like nobody corrected it.
I wouldn't correct it.
I totally would have. If anyone, I don't care if I hardly knew the person. If they said Thunderworks, I'm like, Thunderworks? What?
That's mean. Why would you correct it?
You know what I got corrected on one time when I was like maybe 18 or 19?
What?
My family called the water hose the hose pipe. And so growing up, I just always heard it called the hose pipe. So because I heard hose pipe as the word, that's what I said.
Interesting.
So one day I was at work, I was working at Arby's and I had to go pressure wash the oil, because oil piles up on the drive-thru and I had to go pressure wash it off of there in the morning. And so I said, hey, where's the hose pipe? And my manager was like, hose pipe? What in the world? And I was like, the hose pipe. And he's like, what are you trying to talk about? I was like, the hose pipe for outside to hook up the pressure washer. And he's like, you mean the water hose? And I'm like, yes. Anyways.
I bet your dad made that up.
I'm sure he did.
Not.
I don't remember that one.
You don't? Like,
Not.
little turd.
That was...
Homie, don't play that.
Why would you call me a turd?
Homie, don't play that.
Homie don't play that.
You remember that, don't you?
Where did Homie don't play that come from?
Probably the Wayans brothers or something.
You're right, but from what?
Homie the Clown? Is that what it was?
Yeah, okay, you're getting better. Homie the Clown, and where was he?
Was it on...
In Living Color.
Okay.
In Living Color, it was like the
Okay.
sketch comedy you had. You had Saturday Night Live,
Yep.
which came from the kind of generation before, kind of came up, but it was still there. Saturday Night Live, and then you had In Living Color, that was on Fox 41 here in Louisville. So Fox 41 you could watch In Living Color, and then you had Mad TV.
You know what is something that you... Because you said you would correct somebody that you say that I don't think... I could be wrong, but maybe I'm the wrong one. You say, oh gosh, I just lost it again.
Well, I said Mad TV and Fox 41 and In Living Color.
I think is it all of a sudden? I say all of a sudden, and you say all of the sudden.
All of a sudden?
All of a sudden. And you say all of the sudden.
That's how you would say it. All of the sudden. You wouldn't say a sudden.
All of a sudden.
Well, you're the one that sounds like a redneck
let's
right
look
now.
it up.
That's not the right way to say that. Y'all chime in while she looks it up. Is it all of the sudden or all of a sudden? A sudden what? Is the only correct and widely accepted idiom. What if you said the? No, there's no way I'm wrong about this.
They straight up told you it's the only. Now you're gonna think about
put
that.
the in there.
Hold on, let's see. Common mistake, all of the sudden, and sometimes all the sudden, is a modern phonic variation, although it has become common in spoken English.
It's been nice
No,
having you on Happy Cast. I'll see y'all later.
Now every time you say it, you're going to think about that.
Yeah, now you're not going to be...
I know.
You just put that in my head.
Well,
I feel
you
like
said
I say
you
that
had the guts to
often.
correct people. And so...
I feel like I say that often. I mean, this is like the hose pipe all over again, but with my sweet wife. Thanks for being so sweet, honey.
I admitted that I could have been the one that was wrong.
No, you didn't.
And for a split second,
didn't.
I thought maybe I was.
She didn't think
Because
she
you
was
said
wrong.
it's not all of a sudden. It's not a sudden. And I'm like, oh boy, I think I might be wrong in this.
All of the sudden, I felt that same way all over again.
I love you. If you can't run with the big dog, stay on the porch.
Irregardless, it's whatever.
Oh gosh. Okay, let's get back to this.
Man.
All right. Oh, school memories. This is going to be so good.
Did you already read all these, or do I get to read these?
You get to read them. I didn't read all of them. Lisa Frank stood out to me because I'm like, Lisa
I don't know
Frank.
anything about Lisa. All right. Book fairs.
Oh, I loved book fairs. Did you love book fairs?
I mean, you got to get out of class to take a little bit of money that your mom gave you.
And
In
it wasn't
my
just
case-
books, though.
Well,
They had
okay, slap
bracelets.
bracelets.
Yep.
You got slap bracelets at the book fair, or
Yep.
bookmarks at the book
Yes,
fair.
bookmarks.
Or, I mean, I think for the most part, it was usually like these scholastic kind of
I loved
books.
Scholastic books.
So, you know,
I want to go back to my childhood for a day.
all right, so what were the scholastic books that you used to get? Because I remember ones that I would get.
Judy Bloom, is that the name?
Okay, yeah.
But here, don't judge me. Tales from the Crypt,
No, there was a scary
Truth or
one.
Dare, or whatever.
I was going to say there was a scary one, but now that when I said that I was going to say it, was it R.L. Stein? Was that
Yes.
his name? R.L. Stein?
And there's a whole series. I read every book.
Yeah, okay. So that's
Did
not
you
Tales
read
from
every
the
book?
Crypt, though. That's R.L.
No,
Stein.
you're right, but I think
Tales from the Crypt was a creepy show from the 90s.
I think they did have a R.L.
No, but what was the other? It was R.L. Stein, and his line was like, it was like spooky.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps, that's what it was.
Yes.
I was about to say spooky bumps. I'm like, welcome to the old people episode of Happy Chaos, where we just say the most random
me
things
up.
we want.
All right, we need to do an episode on which ones have you read and which ones haven't
Of
you.
Goosebumps. I didn't read
Say
that.
Cheese and Die. Did you see that? Read that
No,
one?
I didn't read all of them
That was
like
a
you
good
did.
one.
I got to read like 4 of them maybe. So Goosebumps.
Remember Fear Street?
No, actually no. Fear Street I do remember. I don't remember the topic, but I do remember. The
Do you
book.
remember that one? The Girl Who Cried Monster?
No. Okay, but they can't see what you're looking at right now, so you should probably.
I'm looking at Goosebump books.
Right, they can tell.
So
but,
funny.
All right, so book fairs, Goosebump books were probably the most popular, and so I liked that idea, and it was fun to be able to like go do something.
Bring some money.
Yeah, bring a little money to school and
Shop
go
the
over.
fair.
Right.
You get your little brown bag with the stuff that you got.
Yeah, so I liked that.
Me too.
I do feel like it sparked a little jealousy
Yes.
because somebody always,
Coming
somebody's
with the 20.
yeah, they
And I had a 5.
Man, I had 4. I'm pretty certain. Pretty certain I had 3 $1 bills and 4 quarters.
Oh, gosh.
My mom was like, "Hey, let me find the Tooth
That
Fairy."
bought you one book.
Yeah, usually I got a book.
Yeah.
It was like I remember my mom being like, "What's the average book at the book fair?" And my dad would be like, $4 for a book. So, newspaper is a quarter.
That's funny.
Okay, Lisa Frank. I don't know anything about Lisa Frank.
Oh my gosh, I gotta pull up a picture for you. She's all that wild neon colors and dolphins and.
Oh, like the
Lisa
Egyptian looking
Frank.
guys, like the what I'm talking
Wait,
about.
what?
You know the guys that would be like pointy hands and feet, like walk like an Egyptian. You know what I'm talking about? No, I don't know that. Lisa Frank.
I had
I'm
Lisa
sorry.
Frank everything. Dolphins were always my favorite. And so.
So she's like an artist, like a colorful artist.
Yeah, and you would have like stickers. Did you have a sticker book? I don't think that's on here.
Well, you got them at the book fair.
But they had oily stickers. Do you remember oily stickers that had like the oil colors inside of it and they were puffy?
No.
puff stickers.
Well, okay, yeah, I remember that. Like
The
kind of
mood changing ones, they changed from blue to greens.
Sure. I remember scratch and sniff stickers.
Yep.
Are those still a thing? Scratch and sniff. You didn't have to scratch them.
How do you drown a blonde?
Put a scratch and sniff sticker in the bottom of the pool.
I'm sorry, it's the little things for me. Oh gosh. All right, Lisa Frank, ladies chime in. 80s and 90s ladies chime in. Did you love Lisa Frank? And it's still a thing.
I was gonna say, I feel like that all those pictures you just showed me look like the front of
Coloring books and stuff.
I was gonna say like folders.
And
If
it's doing a comeback.
You could get the plain folder for a quarter, or for 75 cents, you could get the dolphin, colorful dolphin.
And then all of a sudden,
You're being made fun of on your own podcast.
I love you.
Do you remember earlier in the show when she said, "I never make fun of you"? Do you remember that part? Does anybody? Should I go back and replay it? Sometimes I've clipped it. Oh, you remember it now? You remember that part? I have full editing control. I could cut all of this out.
I'm sorry.
All right, next one, Trapper Keepers.
Trapper Keepers.
I actually love a Trapper Keeper
I do
to this
too.
day.
Yeah.
I just went out to coffee with somebody from church, and he opened a Trapper Keeper, and I was
Impressed.
thrilled with a feeling of nostalgia when I
Yes.
saw the Trapper Keeper, and I
Yes.
was like, "Why don't we use
And
those?"
you had to get the coolest Trapper Keeper, where you had like the pens on the.
Oh,
on
if you had a
opening,
Trapper Keeper that had the little spot for your pens
Oh,
and
yeah.
your calculator,
and you had like all the different color pens, or you had like
I know.
you had the
You know,
setup.
the one thing that our parents insisted on when we were growing up was that you will not have a calculator with you everywhere you go. And they were wrong.
Yeah, our calculators do some really cool things, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't checked your cell phone calculator recently, you should check it. It has, you probably haven't. I mean,
Listen, y'all, it is like you don't need school. If you're schooling your kids,
drop out.
drop out.
Drop out. Get a cell phone. Drop out. Get a cell phone. Get ChatGPT.
And a cell phone.
Google Gemini, ChatGPT, a cell phone. You got
All right.
everything.
Look, here's your calculator, right?
Yeah,
Up at
she's
the very
she's
top
excited.
right, there's a little ruler. Click the little ruler. Oh my word. You have unit converter for area, length, temperature, volume, mass, data, speed, time, and tip. So those of you who
Yeah,
can't
I want to know
calculate
how
a
many
tip,
feet are in 17 decibels.
That's not even a thing. And even if it was a thing, most people don't need to know that. So like, leave it to the scientists who don't drop out of school. Gosh.
I want to measure the temperature of my oven in kelvins. Help me out.
You're on your own, bud.
Well,
Go to
all right.
college.
I mean, all right. But I will say this about your cell phone calculator. Press the buttons. There are lots of little features. If you'll just click on those little icons, us older people need to hear this. You're not going to break it. You can just turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah.
So go ahead and press those buttons and see what they do. You're not going to get somewhere that you can't get back. You're not going to change the settings. They've changed from that kind of stuff. You know,
Yeah.
there was a time when it was like,
Don't press the wrong button.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with it and not be able to get it back. And even if you did change your whole phone to Chinese because you pressed that little button on the calculator, which is not going to happen. But even if you did,
Take it to the Apple Store or the Samsung.
you could just get on Google and be like, how to get my phone off
in
of
Chinese.
Well, listen, so we used to do this to each other at work. If somebody left their phone and you knew their password,
That's so messed
you
up.
go in and
you guys
cha-
are rotten.
You go in and change the language on their phone so that it swaps everything over to another language.
That is so rotten.
I know it is, and it feels bad saying it. Except it was really funny to watch somebody be like,
It was funny
"Man,"
when you were young.
I mean, if you mean like 30, but yeah, okay. So you're like, now I gotta spend 30 minutes trying to figure out how to get to the settings and change it back to English.
I have nightmares about this kind of stuff. Like, I have nightmares that I'm trying to text you, but I'll type in the first two numbers and then all of a sudden it like deletes or it freezes, and it's just
It's funny.
terrible.
I have nightmares that I'm up in front of everybody at church and I can't find my book of the book of the Bible I want to find, and I'm like, I promise I know where it is. Galatians, Ephesians, I'm like going over like just to prove like I know what they are, but anyways.
You know what I do if I don't remember where it is and where the book is in the Bible?
You
Because
just thumb.
I'm pretty good now. No, after I do that for about 30 seconds, I'm like, people can see that I'm thumbing still. And so I'll take my phone and I'll open my Bible app and I'll look at the order and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's right. It goes in between these two.
Hey, here's a little tip for you. If you can remember the sections of the Bible,
I know you say that, but
It becomes
I don't
so much-
remember much in this
it
day and
becomes so
age.
much easier if you remember the sections, like the first 5 books. That's the Pentateuch. That's the Law.
I would have gotten that one right.
Yeah, you can get that one. So if you, and by the way, the Old Testament, the sections are divided into sections of 5 or 12. So when you think about those sections, you can go, okay, it's going to be 5 books or 12 books, and then you can kind of reasonably think through that. You can be like, okay, so you have the first 5 books. That's
New
the
Testament,
Pentateuch.
Old Testament. You got that's where I drop off.
Well, why? If you can do that division, let's go to the Old
Because-
Testament, and there's 5 divisions, and each of the 5 is either 5 or 12. So you've got the books of the law. That's that's 5, and then you have 12 books of history. You get the next ones are the history. So after you get the law, then you get the history, the books of history, and there's 12.
It's
of
probably
them.
because I was busy reading Goosebump books instead of the Bible when I was a kid.
I don't know about the Bible because I said I'm reading the Bible over and over. I did study the Bible and about the Bible, and I've read the Bible a dozen times or more. And so certainly, that probably plays into some of it. But I'm just trying to tell you.
I'm getting better and better, though. I really am.
If
I
you-
used
if
to
you
have
start
tabs in my
remembering those-
Bible, and then we started dating, and I'm like, I can't be the pastor's girlfriend and have tabs in my Bible.
You can have tabs in your Bible. That is okay.
And then so I got a new Bible.
I don't see any of those things. People say stuff like that's cheating. I'm like, what do you mean cheating? There's no test here. Like, that's not how that goes. Do you believe in Jesus? That's the thing. That's the
Yeah.
qualifier. Do you believe in Jesus? Okay, great. Now, if you want to read about him,
I'm going to put tabs back in, and when people like question me, or if they do, I'm going to say, do you know how fast my husband tells you to flip to this chapter? I just need to be able to do it quickly.
Do you know how
Because then
long-
he'll say to you, is nobody flipping? I don't hear the pages turning. And then I feel guilty. Even though, you know what, when you say, I got one person to say amen, it's usually, and you always say it's somebody else. And I'm like, you didn't hear me? I said amen.
Kelly does it. She's like,
No, I'm not.
She's scared.
I even start clapping sometimes.
scared.
I was
She's
used to be
scared to
so
speak up in
insecure
church.
to start clapping that I'd be the only one. And I'm like, I don't care. Y'all better clap for my husband.
okay. Kelly is on a roll today.
Yes, I am.
All right, pencil boxes. Do you remember pencil boxes?
Yes, they still have pencil
Pencil boxes
boxes.
are
That's
not
dumb.
done. Well, I mean, I guess the only thing is, in like our school at Salt and Light Academy, we are using pens and pencils and paper and writing things again.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, we need more of this in our lives. But it is true that schools are kind of going to more computer-based, laptop-based
This is
models.
hilarious.
Mechanical pencils.
We're a
Or a
status,
status
symbol.
symbol.
100%. The rich kids had the mechanical pencils. And the good ones. And they had lead refills.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there was a moment in time there where everybody could have access. I mean, you could get it at the book fair, you know.
It's true.
Now, do you remember the pencil dispenser? Where you had to put a nickel in and you'd get a pencil that would come out? Did you ever have those? Oh, yeah. We had in the school, we had pencil dispensers in the lobby. So you go in and like put in a nickel and a pencil would come out. And then it just like drop out. And so you get a pencil for the day if you
Was it
need one.
sharpened?
Yeah, I think it actually was. Now that I'm
Okay.
saying that, I think it was a sharpened pencil.
Okay.
You just put in a nickel.
That's pretty cool.
Get you a pencil. That was a good thing. That was a
Yeah.
good marketing thing.
Maybe that's how we could pay for our school.
Gel pens.
Gel pens were a thing.
Gel.
They had sparkle gel pens, neon gel pens.
I almost want to tell you a story, but it's kind of embarrassing.
Tell me.
She wants it
Tell me.
live on air. 10,000 people are probably going to watch
Yep.
this.
Tell me.
So
Actually, more than that.
So
We had,
Sarah loved some gel pens. And so I got her this black notebook that you could write these neon gel pens on the
Oh,
black
yeah.
paper. And so she was like, let's write down our dream life. Like, what are our dream goals? And so we wrote down with gel pens on black paper, like what are goals in life. Like, what did we want our married, we were like 16.
Oh,
We're like, what
boy.
did we want our married life to look like? What were we going to do when we got married? You know, what was our house going to look like? And I probably have that piece of paper somewhere. I could probably, if I dug a little, I could probably find it up in the boxes with pictures and things. Because she was a scrapbooker later. She loved scrapbooking. Remember when everybody was into scrapbooking? I don't hear people into it as much anymore, but I could just be circles that I'm in that maybe they're the circles.
That's because we
I'm
have
in don't
digital
talk.
scrapbooks now.
Maybe, but she liked scrapbooking, you know, cutting the pictures and putting them all in
Movie
little
tickets.
things. Yeah, oh yeah, they were all the movies she went
Concert
to.
tickets.
We would do something and it'd be like, don't get rid of those. I want
Yeah,
those for my
for sure.
scrapbook. I want those for my scrapbook.
I still have the flowers from my first wedding.
I'm sorry, I got a weird text. I'll have to look at that in a minute.
Yeah. Flowers from my first wedding,
Yeah.
and I have the flowers from our wedding.
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next one. Passing notes.
Oh, yes, and you'd fold them into that triangle if you knew how.
I bet
Did you ever get caught passing it out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it's not what you think. So I was a little bit of an artist, and I know. Have I told you this?
I think so.
Yeah, and I
You drew someone, a teacher.
The teacher. Yeah, I drew the teacher, and it looked like imagine like the guy from South Park, you know, because that's kind of what he looked like. But the thing was, like, he wasn't.
How would you know what the teachers or the people of South Park look like?
I mean, everybody knows that. I think
That's a bad show.
I could not sit here and tell you the characters of South Park completely. I could tell you the famous ones. I remember. Kenny was the kid with the hood.
That they always killed Kenny.
And then, see, now I was going to say it. I can't.
Stan.
No, I don't know that. But
I think he was the main big.
there was a little chubby boy on
Yeah,
there.
I think that was Stan.
No, I think you're wrong.
I
Anyway, it
could
doesn't
be.
matter. I don't want to promote South Park. So
I don't either.
But I don't
That's
know
gross.
it. I legitimately do not know it. So, but I know what that cartoon looks like.
And
you
so
know?
you drew it, and
So
you said it was your teacher. And you
Well,
got
I
caught.
didn't just say it was I mean, it looked like him, and so I drew him like with his back against the his back was out towards us, and
He was a mean kid.
and he was writing on the board, and I wrote something in a little bubble. I can't remember exactly what I wrote, but it was something like blah blah blah. I just want to confuse all these kids, da, 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 whatever. It was just like this mean little thing, and it really didn't feel that bad until.
Shame on you.
Everybody was giggling and laughing. I passed it, and everybody was giggling and laughing about it. And then he spotted it, and he takes it, and he read it for himself. And if he had gotten mad, it wouldn't have felt bad.
He
If-
cried.
He didn't cry, but he definitely
hurt.
You could see that he was hurt. Like he just got quiet. He just
Because some of us are insecure in this world.
right. Like he just took it and he just read it, and he just folded it. And he had this very serious look, like he just folded it. And he almost like he was just totally defeated. He just like put it on his desk. And then he went and sat down for a few minutes. And then he finally said, I'm going to say a few minutes, maybe it was 20 seconds. And
I'm going to cry right now for your poor teacher.
I'm just telling you, like, I felt so bad.
Good. Good. I hope you still feel bad to this day.
I don't. I was a kid. Like,
Still, some people without insecurities wouldn't know about this.
I think that probably somewhere he had probably had some sort of insecurity or conversation or something. Like there was something else that was going on, and it was. I feel like this was like the straw that. Anyways, nonetheless, I wish he would have just yelled at us. I would have felt justified if he yelled at us, but he felt bad, or he looked like he felt bad. I don't know. He just stopped talking. He sat down, and then finally he told us to go ahead and do our work for the day or whatever. And I don't know. It was an awkward quiet, even like it is right now. It was an awkward quiet in that room.
We're moving on because poor teacher.
You are being mean on purpose.
What's your teacher? What was his name?
I don't remember.
Oh, and don't say it on air.
Yeah, because he might still be around.
Yeah.
If somebody writes and is like, I was teaching in Kentucky, and I remember you doing that.
Folding notes into crazy shapes. Stars, triangles.
So I never could do any of them.
I could do the triangle.
I wanted so badly to be able to do the paper Chinese star, but I couldn't. I could do kind of a paper football, and we would do the paper football.
Yes, that's the
game.
triangle.
Did y'all ever do paper football? You know, you sit there across the table, and
Heck
then the
yeah.
other person would try to flick it. Did you ever do pencil break?
Yes.
You hold your pencil and they snap, and then they hold it and you snap,
Yeah.
and then my dad would be like, "Why do you waste the pencils?"
5 cents.
Yeah, it was a nickel.
I'm sorry, P. Poppy. I don't know why he was making you sound like that.
I just feel like these were. I mean, as I'm going over this stuff, I'm like, cell phones have ruined our lives.
Oh, for sure.
We
Yeah.
had so much fun.
We had so much fun.
because we
Did you ever do the eraser test?
I hated stuff like that. Or when you'd get a friend that'd be like, Indian rug burn, and they'd like twist your arm.
See that?
That from the pencil test, the eraser test.
Yep.
Yep. So we used to play slaps. Did you ever play slaps?
Like,
2 ways to play. So one way is that, you know, like hands up under,
Yeah.
and then they put your hands so you're like
Yes.
this, and then you have to like try to get over top and slap their hands. So that was one way. And if they flinch,
you got to smack their hands.
yeah. But then I had this Bulgarian gym coach, and he said we were playing it like wimps, and we were like, well, how do you play? And he tells us to put our hands together like this, and then the other person has their hands out wide, and then they smack your hands. And it's fine at first. Like, the first couple of times, you know, they hit the back hands like, and then, but then the end of that was your hands would be bruised.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we would just have bruised up backs of our hands where we would play this slapping game, and every now and then you'd get them laughing, and then you could just wail on them because they're laughing so hard. They're trying to like, and you're just bop, bop. Anyways.
Did you ever play Bloody Knuckles?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was dumb. We were dumb.
I mean, when you don't have a cell phone to distract you,
It's
what do you do
true.
with your guy friends? Hey, punch my fist with your fist. I bet you'll quit first.
Overhead projectors. We have one at church. Not the same.
No, I mean, they're talking about the overhead that's like put a little clear, translucent thing.
And then the teacher did the math problems, and you saw it on the
now,
board.
do you ever remember the overhead projector which, I mean, think about that, by the way, overhead projector. So turn the lights off so that I can show you notes on the overhead projector, and you're supposed to write the notes on your paper in the dark.
I know. That's true.
If you think about that.
We had young eyes then, though.
And the room, if you were in like our school, we didn't have windows in some of the classrooms. So we had, you know, painted cinder block walls all around. And then you got some teacher that's turning on the overhead projector, and you're sitting there trying to take notes. But we had ones that they had these little scrolly clear things. So they would write their notes, and then they would scroll a little to get further, and then they would write more notes, and they'd scroll a little, and then if you said something that they'd answered, they would scroll back and be like, see here, we talked about, and then they would scroll back up to where they
I
were.
didn't have that.
Mm-hmm. Well, we had fancy ones here. We had the nice
I guess
schools.
so.
You had the poor schools in Florida. We had nice schools here in Kentucky.
Yeah. that's
So,
true.
yeah.
I don't believe that.
Film strips.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, listen, I probably still have some undeveloped film strips because that's the thing that you do. You take pictures and then you forget to get them developed.
That's true.
It's the same way that we take pictures on our cell phone that we never go back and look at.
100%.
But film strips were even worse in that. I mean, it is on some little container somewhere. I'm sure I've got a yellow Kodak or a black and white Panasonic.
Oh, for sure.
Panasonic, Kodak. Who was the other one? Fuji.
Yep, Fuji.
That was a big one, actually, Fuji.
Yep.
Um,
TVs rolled into classrooms.
oh,
I think
yeah.
we have one of those at church. A cart,
Yeah.
anyways.
But now I think back to it, and I'm like, so you make a law, and you say that we all have to be in school, and then when the teacher gets bored enough,
Puts on a
annoyed
movie.
enough, they roll a TV into the classroom for the day. And the school is prepped for this because they have an entire AV room with VCRs and television so that they can roll something in and play a show for you. And you have to be there for that. But if you if you decided not to go to school for the day to stay home and watch a movie,
Yep.
you would be in trouble.
Truancy.
Anyways. Yeah, right. annoyed thinking about it.
Substitute teacher days.
Oh,
He's
boy.
got quite the story for that one. He made another teacher cry.
I don't know that I made him cry. We were just so bad. You're painting me out to be a bad kid here. Remember, I wouldn't
You
go
were
to
a
the
boy.
Sadie. I wouldn't go to the Sadie Hawkins dance with you because you were the bad kid. So, you know what the difference is? I was bold.
Shoot.
That's it. I've always been bold.
No, you were just. I was bad. I was bad. Like, I would listen to music I shouldn't. But this was even a small period of my life.
She used to watch
Because I was
South
a
Park.
goody two shoes until the age of 15.
She used to watch South Park.
I did not watch South Park.
Bet.
I didn't.
I didn't either. Anyways, yeah, I did make a substitute teacher's day. Well, it wasn't just me. I mean, it was the whole class. We all agreed. We just messed with the teacher. We lied to the teacher. We told the teacher we were different names. We
And now
moved
he's a pastor.
seats, and I mean, we were bad to that teacher, and it was all funny until our regular teacher came back the next day, and he let us have it.
Did you ever shave take pencil shavings and dump them in someone's hair?
Yes.
I had that happen to me in 7th grade, moving to a new school. A boy did it. And it broke me.
I was a grown adult, owned a business, and this lady worked for us, and she had
You
curly
are so
hair.
mean.
She had curly
Gosh.
hair, and we had nerds, and we were flicking those nerds, and they were sticking
That is so mean.
in her hair. And anyway, so it wasn't as bad as what it sounds
Gosh.
right now. Okay, let me finish the
Who
story
did I
though.
marry?
Yeah. Let me finish the story though. So she was single, and she was going on a date that night. I think it was a first date, if I remember the story correctly. And she thought this was funny. She told it later. Her sister said, "Why do you work there? I can't believe you still work there." But anyways, she was on this date later that
legit.
day, and she looked down, and a nerd fell out of her hair and clinked on the plate on the date.
Well, hopefully she wasn't chunky, because that would be super embarrassing.
She was not chunky. Thank goodness.
Because of the insecurities I think of if you're on a date and you're already insecure about your weight, and a nerd.
I promise I wasn't
comes
hiding
out
that
of
up there for later. I wasn't hiding that for later. You said it. Oh man, we don't have time. These are all great. We don't have time for all these. We're gonna have to bring these back.
Well, we'll just name
No,
them
we're-
with no
let's bring it-
stories.
You know what? Let's bring these back on episode 6, 7.
Or we could bring 6 and 7 back on 6, 7.
They don't know what 6 and 7 is.
Yeah,
What
but
would
we're
we
at
do
an
that?
hour 7, so
That's what I'm saying.
I guess he's right.
We don't have time for all. But these are great. These
Yeah.
are lovely. Hey, you can chime in on some of the things you remember from the 90s. Us 80s babies raised in the 90s. You could be older than that.
Happy chaos, that's our song. Loud and wild, but where we belong. Life's a sermon, love's the verse. Blessings big and a little reverse. Happy chaos, yeah, bring it on.
Okay, we're back. That's what keeps happening with this camera that's overheating. I'm going to have to do something about this, I
I
think.
know.
Anyways, it's a thing.
It is a thing. Okay, so we were finishing up.
We're wrapping up. And you started to say, hey, do you
Flintstones
remember?
Pop. You remember the orange Flintstone push
Oh,
pop?
yeah. Ice cream out of a toilet paper roll.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Did
And
you
w-
have ice cream trucks around here?
Yeah, everybody in America had ice
Remember
cream
the Ninja
trucks.
Turtle Pop?
Yes.
What was your go-to order with the ice cream truck?
Well, first of all, I liked the Ninja Turtle, but I preferred the clown because you got a piece of gum with it. And Ninja Turtle was the same flavor, but you didn't get a piece of gum for the nose.
What was the cone one? That the plastic cone-shaped cup and it had ice cream in it?
Oh,
Bubbles,
yeah.
something.
Yeah. I don't
Had a
remember the
piece
name of
bubble
it.
gum at the bottom.
Yep. But I'll tell you, actually, but my favorite, if it was available, was at Taco Bell.
Choco Taco.
The Choco Taco.
But
And-
it wasn't just a Taco Bell. They had them on the ice cream truck.
yes, sometimes you get them on the ice cream truck.
Yes.
Sometimes you get them at Taco Bell. Anyways, Klondike, what the heck were you thinking getting rid of the Choco Taco? There's not one person in the whole world that didn't like the Choco Taco.
I
And if
know.
they didn't, it's just because they didn't try it. Klondike, I'm trying to help you out. Sponsor this, okay? And Bring back the Choco Taco.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this a clip.
Yeah. For sure.
We just need the Choco Taco back in our lives.
Yeah,
I've seen internet
It was
videos of people.
But listen.
The Choco Taco was just okay.
It was one of my go-tos. Like if I was in a chocolatey mood, but usually I got the Flintstones Push Pop.
Yeah.
I also loved the Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, as did everybody.
Whatever that was, the plastic cup with the bubble gum at the bottom. Gosh, I can't believe I don't remember the name of that.
But that was like a fruity, sherbety kind of
all
flavor.
were.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Well, I mean, they had other stuff too. I remember
mud, Mississippi mud.
I remember this one time, the ice cream truck had this. It was a milkshake, and I was like, I want a milkshake, and then I got it, and the guy's like, you got to go put that in the microwave for 30 seconds, and so it's like, and you know, they didn't. Those guys were not nice. They didn't look like the good humor guy.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, I think there's a marketing thing there. I think somebody should bring back the ice cream truck.
Yep.
But you got
taco truck.
You got to do it with class. You got to your employees got to be dressed in all white with a little white hat.
Chick-fil-A employees.
You got to hire Chick-fil-A employees, or never mind. Okay, I was going to say something, but
or Salt and Light employees.
It's not. Yeah, there you go. Okay, but you got to dress in all white with a white hat. You got to have a very clean looking truck. And then what you do is you put it online and you tell people where you're going to be. Like what neighborhood you're going to come into for those days. And then you can have them request for you to come into their community neighborhoods.
Yes.
And that way you can kind of know where to go.
Let's start
And could you imagine
the Happy Chaos ice cream truck?
Could you imagine just like right now, if I knew, if it was like, hey, think of like a, what's their name with the cookie? Crumble cookie.
Yeah.
Think about like Crumble Cookie, but with ice cream truck. You're like, okay, the ice cream truck's going to be in this area, and this is what he's going to have. This is what they're going to have, and it'd be a thing.
It would be a thing.
It would be a whole thing.
Yeah. All right, I need you guys to tell us, what was your go-to order from the ice cream truck?
Oh yeah, mine was definitely the Ninja Turtle though. The number one was always the Ninja Turtle.
Yep.
I wanted the clown because of the bubblegum nose, but if you gave me a choice to get Ninja Turtle, especially,
I think the Ninja Turtle had little bubble gum for the eyes, didn't it?
Maybe it did. I don't think it did though, because I would always get the Ninja Turtle, and I was like, I want the bubblegum from the clown, but
Interesting.
maybe our ice cream trucks were different.
And what's the name of the cone one? I'm gonna look it up, but leave it in the comments.
Yeah, and nothing was worse than if you made the mistake of getting the Luigi's frozen lemonade.
Huh.
That was not fun.
I don't.
You don't get Luigi's frozen lemonade from the ice cream truck. You get something else. You get a push pop if you want. But not
Flintstones.
that.
On the Flintstones Push Pop, 7 Brew, a recipe came across my feed that you can make a drink there, order a drink there that tastes just like the Flintstones Push Pop.
Well, because it was orange sherbet, so you just make an orange sherbet.
So I'm gonna order one.
The only thing that the push pop was orange sherbet in the toilet paper tube.
It wasn't a toilet paper tube.
Now that I've said it, you can't unsee it. Oh, sure. All right, it was half of a paper towel tube.
Yeah.
They fed us ice cream out of cardboard tubes.
Hey, we're still living.
It's a toilet paper tube and a
Cancer
lollipop
wasn't
stick.
as prevalent then as it is now.
And a lollipop stick.
Just
and
saying.
you just push that thing up.
That thing was so good.
And it might be the thing that caused the cancer, because it's our generation that all has the cancer. So.
Okay, good point.
Yeah.
Don't eat the push pop.
Maybe we shouldn't have been eating all the stuff we were eating.
That's true. We were the experimental generation.
Yeah, we were. We had a great,
In many ways.
generation, but they were also like, they will do anything. They'll do anything. Just do it. They're not smart
it's our
enough.
parents that would do everything.
They're not smart enough to know better. Like,
vaccines came out. Let's test our kids.
hey, what do you think would happen if we put a little bit of aluminum into a baby's body? Hey, listen, micro poisoning is acceptable.
Y'all, we're starting a whole new episode right now.
Yeah, we are. Vaccines 101.
All right, that's gonna be one of them.
All right, guys.
I already know our listeners for that.
I better cut us off right now, because we are way over my
and
limit.
our camera will overheat again. So we love you. Leave the comments. Flood us up.
Bye, everybody.
Happy chaos, that's our song.